Hello, my name is Andrew Moore. I'm the founder of UKSOL, the British producer of solar PV modules. I'd like to welcome you to this video as we talk about UKSOL here in the Philippines with our distributor here, Sun Solar NRG. It's wonderful to be in this such beautiful country, which is ideal for solar panels with its beautiful weather, great sunshine, but also very expensive electricity bills. So one of the ways of bringing down those bills is to deploy solar panels on homes, businesses, and commercially on solar farms as well, to provide power for the grid to use. So UKSOL, as I say, is a British company based near Coventry in the UK, and we're a manufacturer that's dedicated to manufacturing high quality solar panels, both monocrystalline and polycrystalline panels. We use the highest quality production standards, fully certified, with a 30-year performance warranty. So at the end of 30 years we expect the panel to be producing 80% of what it did on the first day. We also have got a 12-year product warranty. That means if anything happens to the panel within 12 years, it's swapped over without questions being asked or a great deal of testing. We want to make sure that our customers are very satisfied and very happy with the quality of the panels. We've got every confidence in that, and I believe that is why Sun Solar NRG have chosen UKSOL. The panels are fully tested in terms of ammonia, so if this panel is mounted in farming environments where there's cattle producing ammonia, these panels won't be affected by that. And also, as we see in the Philippines, there's a lot of coastline here, and the panels are salt spray tested to ensure that the corrosive elements of salt do not affect the panels. So the panel here is a polycrystalline panel, which is actually more suited to hot conditions because the panel has got a very good temperature coefficient, so better than the monocrystalline panel. That's why we recommend this particular one, which is a 250 watt output panel.
So Andrew, you came all the way from the UK, and I wonder what is the reason that people in the UK are going for solar, and in the other countries where you try to penetrate the market?
Yeah. Well, it's very interesting, Bram, because my few days here in the Philippines, I've noticed that people are a little bit asking a few questions about solar, a little bit nervous about it, and we saw this in the early days in the UK as well a few years ago, until people realised what a great product solar PV is, because essentially a solar panel is very straightforward. It's kind of like a lump of silicon with an aluminium frame around it. So it's very, very reliable. There's no maintenance with it. It's a product that will last many, many years, up to 30 years and beyond that. And people have found that once they've fitted it on their house, it reduces their daily energy consumption, so their bills come down in value. Also, there's other incentives as well, sometimes by the government. But generally people are very happy with it because they've kind of got like their own power station on their house, whether it's 2 or 3 panels or hundreds of panels. So people like that independence, they like to feel they're generating their own power. And of course here in the Philippines you've got fantastic weather, great sunshine, would actually produce a lot more energy than we do in the UK. So I do see a very promising situation where many people eventually will enjoy solar PV here. But I would reassure people who are feeling a bit nervous about the product that actually go ahead and do it. We saw this in the UK, that people are a little bit reluctant to fit PV at first until they saw people around them fitting it, and then many people then did it themselves. But don't wait. PV is one of the most reliable products on the market, and I've not met anybody in my life in PV that has regretted installing PV. People really enjoy it. Once it's fitted, they look at the meter every day to see what the panels are producing, to see how much money they're saving, and people really enjoy doing that. So PV is a very positive, reliable and energy saving carbon as well, but probably most importantly saving money. for households every day.
And now you're talking about saving money, right? But I also like to have your opinion about the investment. Because in the Philippines, we can also put the money in the bank, right, on time deposits. How would you compare investing your money in a solar system as compared to putting your money in the bank?
It's probably one of the most safest things you can put your money into, because actually once the panels are fitted on your roof, they're very safe. People can't get at them. As I said, there's no moving parts to worry about. It's not like buying a car which you could crash tomorrow. It's also depreciating every day, it's sort of getting worn out. The panels, as I say, will just sit there on the roof very comfortably and quietly and just get on with it. And you can kind of forget about the system, really. And I think bankers are realising that PV is now one of the most reliable returns on the market. So even better than stocks and shares and even property, which can go up and down in value. The PV panels will produce for 30 years, every day. Nobody's going to turn the sun off. That will always be there. So as long as the system is fitted properly and is configured right with the right inverter, and that's where you come in, Baran, because I know that you will ensure that the right inverter is used and the system's fitted properly. That's very essential, because there are one or two cowboy installers out there. So using somebody like Sun Solar NRG, you make sure the system's fitted properly. That will maximise the length of the system, that you'll get 20-30 years from it. So putting your money in the bank, it's very low interest rates at the moment, you get a low return. But a PV system could pay for itself within 5 years. And after that you're in profit for the next 25 years. So it's a great return on investment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know as an installer that actually you can also expand the system if you want to. You can put another inverter next to it and very easily double your savings or even your returns.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, I know, Andrew, that recently we are allowed net metering, so we are allowed putting the power back to the grid, and the utilities buying that back from you. And most important, making the use of expensive batteries not needed. Yeah? So it is a silent producer of energy, and it is a silent, reliable,
absolutely
cost-cutting system.
Yeah, we're not just saying this as a salesman, it's from experience. If you talk to anybody that's had a PV system fitted anywhere in the world, they will say very, very positive things about it because they've enjoyed the benefits of the system. There are two types of systems out there. There is the grid connected system, which is very simple to install. It's literally just panels, mounting system, cabling, and a grid tied inverter. That probably 95% of all the systems in the world have that type of installation, and it's very easy to fit. But it won't back you up if there's a brownout or a blackout. The system shuts itself down if the power goes off to protect the workers who are handling the cables. The other type of system is the off-grid system or hybrid system. I know, Brand, you can fit both types of system. The hybrid system, you can connect that to a generator, to batteries. So maybe some of the islands or areas in the Philippines where you're having brownouts, that may be applicable. But it's a little bit more complicated. You've got batteries involved, but it could also save a lot of energy when the power goes off and give you power to drive your business or home when there's no power available. So I know you're doing both types of systems, and you will advise the right one for the customer at the end of the day.
Yes, because at Sun Solar we are committed to transparency. We're really committed to that, and we strongly believe that we should make solar accessible to a large group of people. And that is where we see our customer base, a large group of people with very competitive pricing, but most of all, very competitive quality. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you very much
for supplying these panels.
Oh, you're welcome, Brent. Thank you very much for inviting me.
It's #1.